Hello students, how are you? I think you may be fit and fine. So let's start with the 6th standard science subject. Students, we will see chapter number 8 body movements, and in this video we will see the next part, that is what are joints and different types of joints. Students, as we have discussed, I have discussed along with you in the previous video also that what are joints. Now I will begin with that. The place where two or more bones joins. A joint. Suppose here two bones are joining, so that is called a joint. Ends of bones forming a joint in line with a layer of tough and elastic tissues called cartilage. So that ends of that bones are having elastic tissues that are called cartilages. It helps to reduce friction between the bones during movement. During movement it should be very easy and it should have elasticity so that the movement is very soft. It is also present in other parts, example upper part of ear. This is upper part of ear. Then in front part of the nose. If you touch, you will feel that. There are three types of joints, children, actually. Immovable joints, or we can say fixed joints, slightly movable joints, and freely movable joints. So we will see about all these types of joints now one by one. So we will see what are joints. So joints means joints are the place where bones meet. Place where the bones meet. That are joints. So a joint is a point in the body where two or bones meet. That are called joints. We have already seen what are joints. A place where two or more bones joined by soft tissues called cartilage. So simple joints are also there. That are when two bones meet. That are called simple joints. And compound joint means what? Three or more bones meet. That bones are called means that joints are called compound joints. And what is the function of that joints now? Why it is essential? What is the role of the joints in a body? So three main functions of the joints are there. To join bones together. Joints are helping to join the bones together. To bear weight. We can lift up the weight. And to allow movements. Catching, lifting, throwing, anything. So these are the functions of joints. Now, as we have seen, children, there are different types of joints. There are different types of joints in our body to help us carry out different movements or activities. Different joints allow different degree of movement, and we will see the types of joints now: immovable joints and movable joints. So, in that movable joints, we will see hinge joint, ball and socket joint, pivotal joint, and gliding joint. And immovable joint we will see afterwards, that are called fixed joints, that is jaw, okay, upper jaw. Now we will see one by one. Children, first we will see ball and socket joint. And if you will see in your textbook also an activity is given, that is very simple activity to understand about ball and socket joint. As the name indicates, socket and ball. So in one socket, ball is fitted and that rotation is there. That is a ball and socket joint. So the rounded end of one bone fits into the cavity or hollow space of other bone. So such a joint allow movement in all directions. See, I am having one kit along means to show you this. Suppose this is one socket. And in this I am fitting this, and now see children, just like as you can see it in the figure, and this type of activity you can do at home. In one ball you can roll up one paper, and in one ball you can fit it up, and in one bowl which is at our home, in that bowl you can fit it up and you can just roll it, so it can move in all direction. Understood? So this is ball and socket joint. In hollow space cavity, that rounded end of one bone fits into the cavity or hollow space of the other bone. That is ball and socket joint. Okay. Now where it is present in our body, we will see. Here very clearly you can see it in the picture diagram, children. One socket is there and ball type structure is there. Actually it is not a ball type structure is there. And socket is there. So see, you can see where the ball and socket joint is present. Okay, so this is ball and socket joint. Here you can see hip joint. In hip joint, here you can see it in the below figure that a socket type structure is there and a rounded end of one bone is fitted inside that and it can rotate just like our legs, that is hip joint. So we can rotate our leg. Shoulder joint, here our shoulder is there, you can touch that, you can feel round like structure is there and that is fitted inside the one socket. And as we are rotating, we can rotate in 360-degree angle. So this is ball and socket joint, your shoulder joint, that is ball and socket joint. You can also do that, you can move that freely in 360-degree angle, that is ball and socket joint. And hip joint also, you can move your leg, so that is ball and socket joint. Here you can see it in the diagram, children. Here in shoulder, as that is a rounded with a red marker, so you can see that that is a ball and socket joint, shoulder, and here you can see hip joint. Now next type of joint, that is a hinge joint. Now you may be thinking that why teacher has shown this door picture, because here you can see one here a hinge is there, it is called hinge. So to that hinge we are attaching the door and that door is opening and closing. But children, it can open in one way only. If we want to move back side that door, we cannot do that. Okay, so that is the limitation of that just like a ball and socket joint, it can rotate in 360. So it allows only back and forth movement. Okay, back and forth movement. As you can see, the windows as well as doors of our houses. Then movement only in one direction, and means the elbow and knee, our elbow, this elbow and knee, so that are having hinge joints in our body. As you can see very clearly, children, in this picture, that here they have shown in the elbow as well as in the knee region hinge joint is present. Okay, and as you can see it in the picture, just like that hinges are doing the work, like that types of joints are present in our body, in the knee as well as here you can see elbow. So over there that hinge joints are present. It allows movement only in one direction. So children, up till this we have seen ball and socket joint. Then after that we have seen hinge joint. After that we will see about a pivotal joint. Now where it is present, the joint where our neck joins the head is a pivotal joint, back side. Backbone is there, no? So that it allows us to bend our head forward, backward, as well as sideways. Okay, right or left. So even allows the rotation also. If we can rotate our neck. Okay, so in a pivotal joint, a cylindrical bone rotates in a ring. As you can see it in the picture very clearly, one cylindrical structure is there. That one bone is a cylindrical bone inside our neck region, and one ring is there fitted, and that is rotating. That is rotating, and that is a pivotal joint. Okay, in the neck region pivotal joint is present. It allows backward, forward, and left right movement. It can rotate also. So this is a pivotal joint. Here you can see in the neck region ring shaped bones are there, and that is rotating. Here in the neck region, that is ring shaped bone. Now here, what is the difference in between pivotal joint and ball and socket joint? One doubt may come in your mind that if it is a ring and it is rotating, so what is the difference in between ball and socket joint and pivotal joint? The difference in between ball and socket joint and pivotal joint is that you can see here this is ball and socket joint, so it can rotate in 360-degree angle. But children, if I will tell you that you have to rotate your, don't do that. It's just imagine if you have to rotate your neck in a circle. So I can rotate up till this limit and up till this limit, but if I want to rotate this whole face towards back, like means backside totally should come towards front, so it is not possible. Okay, so that is a limitation, and that is the difference between pivotal joint and ball and socket joint. So ball and socket joint, you can rotate your arm completely. Okay, now, but you cannot rotate your neck completely in a circle. So that is the difference. Now next is a gliding joint. So the movement in this joint happen due to sliding of bones over one another. Sliding on one another. Joints between the rings of the backbone, that backbone rings are there. So joint between that rings of backbone are examples of gliding joint. Again, you can take the example of wrist. That bones which is present inside our wrist, so that are also sliding on each other, that are called gliding joints. Okay, so these are the example of gliding joint. Ankle also is an example of gliding joint. Now this is also a gliding joint. Okay, you can see in the wrist region, but if I want to move this wrist, I can move towards this side, but if I want to move it totally at back towards, if I want to touch this portion to my hand, it is not possible. Okay, so a very slight movement it allows in ankle joint, wrist joint. You can move it up, down, okay, side also, but some limitations are there. So that is a sliding means gliding joint. Okay, this is now last type of joint, that is fixed joint. We can say it is a immovable joint also. There are some bones in our head that are joined at some joints. Many joints are there in our head or skull. The bones cannot move at these joints. Such joints are called fixed joint. When we open our mouth wide, we can move our lower jaw away from the head. But if I want to move the upper jaw, it is not possible. So we can also move our upper jaw away from, can we move our upper jaw away from head? No. Only lower jaw is movable. So there is a joint between the upper jaw and the rest of the head, which is a fixed joint. So that is a fixed joint, or we can say immovable joint. Now children, don't scare, it is just a artificial skeleton, and I want to show you the joints over here. This is, let's begin with the ball and socket joint. It is present in the shoulder region. Here you can see a ball like structure is there, and here socket is there, and inside that it can rotate. Okay, then here hinge joint is there in the elbow. Hinge joint in the elbow. Here we have seen the gliding joint in the wrist. Okay, then after that here also again this hip joints are there here. Here you can see the rounded structure is there here, that is fitted into a socket and that can move. And after that we have seen about a gliding joint over here, that is in you can see in this region you can see gliding joint, ankle and elbow. We have seen ball and socket joint, hinge joint. Pivotal joint is here in the neck region, back side in the neck region. Ring like structure is rotating in that region. So here back side in the, here you can see a ring like structure is there and that is rotating. Here just a structure of skeleton. You should be knowing, you should know all these types of joints. That's why I have shown you this. So these all are joints, children. Okay, so we have seen today all types of joint. So thank you for watching video, and please read the textbook and find out the hard words meanings, and read the lesson carefully. Thank you for watching video.